We're live.
All right. Hi, everybody. It's Jerry and David with Vibe Time. Hope everybody's having a good night so far. Have no clue what we're talking about this evening, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah, we always do. We've had quite a few little experiences at the manor lately with people in there getting their good evidence.
Yeah,
We still have to analyze it, though.
yeah,
We still got to analyze that.
yeah. I had that one guy. I guess it was from Saturday night. I think
Hmm.
got that really good shadow figure. Um, Still trying to picture exactly where it's at. It's, I think as you're in between the grave and the manor house, if you're looking at the grave, it's over to the right, past the driveway.
Oh, you're talking about that one shadow figure that looks like it's walking?
Yeah,
Because I don't have those pictures. I don't have either one of those.
I thought he sent it. I thought he sent it to you as well. I thought he
You
messaged you.
you sent me the
No, I thought he sent it to you.
uh
Oh, I
I
thought
don't
he
have
did.
that or the garden area one. I don't have either one of those.
Oh,
You should be able to put them up. Too bad you can't get it downloaded and put it up on the thread for people to look at.
yeah. I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah,
Hold on, let's see. Text.
might be able to do it, but we still have to look at those because when I was doing the tour last night, I noticed that there's like some tall weed looking things in the bushes. So that's why I wanted to relook at that person's picture to make sure that it's not a weed growing from one of the bushes at the manor house.
Okay, I'm looking at it now,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like it's right there by the. You know that the part where you step down to go into the tennis court.
Yeah.
It's just to the left of that.
Okay, that wouldn't be it because I was talking about the actual bushes. Did you send it to me?
Yeah.
Because I know you can send it to me in Messenger. Might be able to
Messenger.
down. Yeah, I might be able to download it here and put it up there. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, Dave some photo. Let me see if I could do it. Bear with me. Let's see. No, I don't want to forward it, dumbass. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. Um, I don't know what that means. I know there's a way to do it. Share, not react.
Yeah, we're live. I can see it.
Okay. Just nobody's on.
Right.
Oops.
You got two people watching right now.
Oh, well, say hello. Identify yourselves. Trying to add something. Connect more devices to add them. No. Trying to share. I haven't quite. Oh, God dang it. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can do this. Upload. Bear with me. All right, let me see. Where did I bring that? That's a workbook. We don't want that. Uh, Here we go. Let me see if I can. Being nice. Trying to get the. I see the play. I got to the right place. Now it's getting to the right folder.
Hello, Edward.
Let me see. Oh my fucking god. All right, let me see here.
Yeah, there's people chatting, but I can't see the chat button except for right here.
Oh, I hate when it does that. Does that mean I'm going to have to turn around and
Let me start setting the rooms up from now on.
yeah, hold on, I'm going to refresh. Maybe I can see it. Because I can't see the chat at all. And
Yeah,
I was able to see it before. That's what makes no sense.
yeah.
That's why I kept it on Vibe Time so that that would happen. I just hope it don't kick me out the studio.
Yeah. I'm not very happy with Streamlabs.
Well, Streamlabs, you know, it's better than Stream Tard that, you know, doubled their price on stuff you
Yeah,
can't afford. And then unfortunately, Vibe Radio, they did the same thing. Or what was it, Talk?
yeah,
Can't even remember now. They tripled their prices. And so they made it, you know, where it's not affordable for people. And I definitely am not going to go up under somebody just to save a buck, particularly people that are narcissists. I'm just not doing it. So
yeah. I agree with you.
I would rather, you know, no thank you. We all know who that is. No, I'm good. So I'll just stay in my little bubble and sit here and figure out how to do my stuff. All right, let me refresh.
Thought you already did. Apparently not. So now you got me. Hello.
So there we go.
You moved.
So I'd rather sit over here and figure out all the little glitches to what I got to do. So, all right, now let's get back to we have a image that somebody took, a picture that somebody took, and I'm trying to share it so you can see it. And I'm having a little bit of an issue. I got to the right button, the share button. Now it's a matter of um, let's see, share screen. Let's see. No.
Hello, Carl.
Hey Carl, I'm trying to upload an image from something that somebody took, but I got a feeling I'm going to have to move it. Bear with me. If
No
I
wonder I
move
couldn't see
that one
anything.
into, what was,
I said, no wonder I couldn't see anything. Glasses are all smudged up.
I can't, we are fired. All right, let me go back and see what I did here. Because I know I put it under MH1 because
This
we
is
had
really
no
something that
intentions
we
of
should do
sharing
before the
any
show's up.
photos.
This is really something we should do before the show goes on live.
Yeah, no, we'll be all right. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was busy. You saw me working on chickens. A little chicklet. I didn't have enough time. Well, it would help if I could find Messenger. Any hair. Oh my God. We just need to fire ourselves. Why am I having to switch to another chat? Where is it at? All right, hold on. David, talk about something. Save image. I don't know if
What
you
do you want
can.
me to talk about?
Let's see. All right, hold on. I'm going to get this right. I'm going to stick it in the VTG folder and call it Manor House. And then let's see. Okay, I'm getting somewhere, I promise.
Okay.
I promise y'all I'm getting somewhere. Let's see if he'll let me do this slide. All right, open, document, pictures. But I don't know if you'll. Yeah, I can't get it. Anyway, try to describe to them what it is since it's not letting me upload it.
It's a picture. It looks like a shadow figure. It looks like a human shape. This past Saturday, guess they were doing the ghost hunt, and they were by the grave, and they blew the picture up because it was on their phone. So they blew the picture up, and they were just scrolling throughout the picture, and they found what looks to be a human shape of a shadow figure. It's over by the tennis court. They brought it to us, and I think it's a really cool picture. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say it's definitely is a shadow figure, but I'm leaning towards it being a shadow figure.
Yeah, but there's all there. But in that image, there's more than one. There's more than one thing going on in that picture too, because you see
That's right.
that.
That's right, because that shadow figure being on the far right, about midway on the picture after it's blown up, you see a mist.
Yeah, there's a mist there. I wish I could pull it up, but it's just not. Every time I hit share, it's not letting me add it to the screen like I want to, and I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll let me. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm able to add a video,
Yeah,
but a still picture, I don't know how. Which that makes zero sense to me. Why you
yeah.
can add a video, but you can't add a still picture?
Well, I'm trying to, but it's not. I'm in the pictures section, but it's still not letting me do that. But it's a very interesting picture when you see it. Of course, a lot of things have been. I don't know where everybody else is at, but a lot of the activity has gone up for July.
For the
And he,
guests.
yeah, for the guests,
For us,
but
ain't shit.
yeah, for us, it's like they're used to us and they're like, oh, it's them doing the tour. Okay, we're not going to talk to them tonight. We need fresh people. That's what it just seems like. And not to curse us with that, but that's what's been happening lately. It's like they don't want to, they're like bored or something.
Yeah, but we have been getting a few decent hits on doing an EVP session during the tour.
True. That is true.
If I can do it without dropping the fucking ghost box.
Yes, David Flowers has broken 2 SB7 boxes this season.
And
2.
the whole almost 16 years of doing this, never had a guest break anything, with the exception of that kid that
Broke.
finished breaking the K2 meter.
Yeah, he finished off our K2 meter, but yeah.
Yeah, I broke 2 brand new SB7s.
Yes, he did.
Couldn't
Yeah,
have
I
been one of
see.
the older ones. Couldn't have been one of the older ones. I had to break the new ones.
Yeah, he had to break the new ones. So,
Are you seeing the chats?
yeah, I'm seeing them now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had posted something the other day about energy leaks because one of the things I was going to talk about on the show was frequencies because people ask me about them all the time, and so I was going to talk a little bit about that, not to change the subject, but might as well. But anyway, I had posted something about energy leaks. I guess I'll go over that first. It's really a show for Metaphysical Hour, but we'll be all right. So there was something I put out. The following is a list of energy leaks. So what do you do about it? So on here, there's quite a few. Saying yes when you should say no, energy leak. What's a good speaker for the SB7? It's those, we get them on Amazon. I don't have one at my desk, but it's like a little plug-in speaker. But right now there's an SB7 box that has the SB7 with the actual speaker. They go together. And how much is that? 105 or something like that. And that's
Yeah,
very reasonable.
after taxes, it was 105.
Yeah.
It was
So it's
99 before taxes.
yeah, it's a really nice little bundle with that one. I like that one. But anyway, energy leaks. Saying no when you're supposed to, saying yes when you should say no. That's one. Unclear boundaries. If your boundaries aren't clear that you set up with people, energy leaks. Toxic relationships. Unfinished projects. Clutter and dust. Complaining. Judging others and yourself unfairly, which a lot of people, you're welcome. A lot of people do that quite often. Offering to solve the problem or otherwise who may not want to help, trying to solve somebody else's problem and they don't want to solve it themselves. Energy leak. Living in the past and worried about the future. Holding on when you need to let go. People hold on to shit when they're supposed to let go. So because people ask me about stuff like that quite often behind the scenes, and I really don't talk a lot about it on our shows and things like that, because we're always bringing guests on and always have different subjects about Metaphysical Hour. So some of the things to clear up some of those energy leaks are to set up boundaries. If you haven't done that, set boundaries for yourself, because a lot of people don't do that. They just, I don't know, I have boundaries on who's going to come into my energy field. I'm not everybody can just come in there like that. I don't like it. And I back up from a lot of people too. But to seal them, focus on clear boundaries, self-care. People are forgetting to do that. I love my clients that cancel. They meet they get into these new relationships and then they completely forget about self-care. So they'll have something scheduled with me, then they turn around and cancel because they've forgotten about self-care because they're too involved with somebody else. Then the relationship ends. Then it's like, oh, I need to come see you. You know, don't forget about self-care. And that's not just for Reiki, that's for, you know, going outside and grounding yourself next to a bush or something. Self care, taking some time out for yourself and forgetting that the world exists. It's okay to do that. Even if it's like 15 minutes, do it. Practice grounding. Um, and for God's sake, refrain from negative thoughts. That one, the energy leaks, that particular post caught my attention because that was one of the things, was refraining from negative thoughts, because every single thought that you put out there is a frequency. And I have a friend that gets mad at me because their life always wallers in shit. They just stay wallowing in shit, but it's because their thought process wallers in shit too. So if that wallers in poo, and then you don't come up out of that mindset, you're constantly sending that frequency to the universe, and it reflects back, and everything turns to poo. That makes sense, people listening out there? Let's see. Oh, and the other thing people forget to do every night before you go to bed, because you're leaving little pieces of your energy with you somewhere, with somebody or something. Just make sure when you go to bed and you're laying up at night and you're getting ready to go to sleep, to call your energy back to you from all corners of wherever you left it at. Don't forget to do that. I call my finances back too. I'll be like, I'm calling all my energy back to me, because you give it to so many people, that no matter where you go,
How do
you're
you do that?
putting that energy off. What do you
How do you
mean?
call it back?
Just
How do you
call it
call
back. Just say, I'll call all my energy back to me.
Oh, okay.
Cut cords. You know, y'all need to learn how to cut emotional cords from people. Have them big pair of scissors. Cut cords, because you're dealing with people all the time. It doesn't matter where you're at. You could just be talking, to just a friend that can be energy draining to you, and that can hold an emotional cord there. So you want to cut the cords. And I always tell people, because they ask me what that means, is, when you're talking to somebody and you got people that are energy draining to you, it's like you have a energy cord attached to that person. So you want to imagine a pair of scissors cutting that energy cord, and you have to say it too. I'm cutting this energy cord from such and such, and leaving them in God's care, leaving their problems in God's care. Because if you don't do it that way, you'll be chaotic. All right, my rant's over now. Show's done. No, but frequencies is really important, and a lot of people, they get yeah, umbilical. Yeah, they get really, um they forget about gratitude. And because this one person is just energy draining on Facebook, the whole post is, and I'm going, oh my God, the reason why you're so miserable is because you can't, people don't know how to, everybody looks at things that they don't have instead of looking at what they do have. People forget that they have a roof over their head, that they have a bed to sleep in, that they have food on the table, that they can see with their eyeballs, or they can feel with their hands. And there's some people out in this world that can't do any of that. And they can't touch, they can't
Yeah.
see, they can't hear, and yeah, like Flowers over here, deafer than a doornail. Like, I could cuss him, he ain't gonna hear it right now, because if I talk really low, he can't hear shit.
That's not nice.
See, told
That
you.
was all sorts of messed up there.
I said, I said, if I talk really low, you can't hear me. He's cutting all those cords. I said, if I talk really low, you can't hear me, is what I said.
You, yeah,
Yeah. So, just little things like that. Gratitude, joy, staying in joy, goes along with gratitude. So that's why people sometimes are so fucked up because they just stay there and wallow in what they don't have instead of looking at what they do.
yeah,
Does that
and
make sense?
it makes so much sense because, and I'm just I'm as guilty as the next person as far as wanting more. I guess I would say
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not thanking God or whoever for what I do have. I'm just asking for more,
Yeah.
and you're absolutely right with that. That's
And I and you're I mean, I think all of us are guilty of that. I am too. And I have to consciously catch it, if that makes sense. I
yeah,
have to consciously catch what I'm doing when I'm down like that. I have to catch myself, and then, you know, driving, I'm like, oh, I'm grateful I could drive this car, or I'm grateful I can grip this steering wheel. I'm grateful I can use my foot for the gas pedal. You
yeah,
start to look at things
yeah,
differently when you
yeah,
when you look at what you have instead of what you don't have. And I think
yeah.
when you focus on some of the things that you do have, then positivity just fills, and then things start going into motion for other stuff.
Yeah, and I think, like again, this is just my opinion, but I think that there's nothing wrong with wanting more
No,
because when you want more, that manifests more.
right,
But you have to be thankful for what you have.
right. And I notice that people always do um the I'm grateful stuff in November because it's Thanksgiving month. So I see people every year on Facebook, every single day through November, they'll put what they're grateful for. And I'm like, well, what about the rest of the year?
Yeah,
What about the rest of the year? Why are we just focusing on November? You know, So it's just a thought of stuff, because frequency, I'm telling you, the universe works off of frequency. It doesn't work off of um you talking like you're talking. It's frequencies of what you're putting out. So if you're putting out things that are depressing, it's reflecting back, and that's what's happening with people.
yeah. And I think it's the energy that's coming out of the top of your head, not the energy coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because there are a
Yeah.
lot of people that say one thing that are feeling something else.
Right. Right.
You can say whatever you want. You can't put out coming out top of your head whatever you want.
Right. Well, and that's the same thing with aura. That's why I rely so much on it, because it's an energy field, and people can talk all day, but I'm focusing on the person's aura color more than I'm focusing on what they're trying to tell me, because it's funny how you see the energy colors move back and forth, like the donkey that I worked on today. It was under stress. It had black and yellow in the aura. It was a little bit nervous, and then as the owner started getting feed ready, as I was talking to it, it started to turn like blue. So it went from a yellow nervousness to a real pretty blue by the time I left. It was like bluish yellow, and it just amazes me in animals how that. Same thing with Joe working on the horses. Okay, 1 minute the aura is like a black yellow color, And then when it was blue, he was able to work on them. Then when it went back to black, he had to stop. Then when it went to blue, he was able to work on them. Then when it went back to yellow, he had to stop a minute. It's that type of that those colors change, and they change like that in people. So frequency. It would be so nice if people would learn how to get more in tune to their energetic body than staying in the physical. But there are some people out there that know what I'm talking about with that, but there's a lot of people that don't, and they think I'm nuts when I tell them they have an energy body. They just look at me like I'm stupid.
Well, I think you're nuts, but it's a totally different subject there.
Yeah. Flowers. But I mean, people need to get
Yeah,
more in touch
yeah,
with their
yeah,
energetic side.
yeah. And I'm as new can get when it comes to all this stuff here. So don't, I kind of understand what you're saying, but don't know exactly how to do it. Even
Well,
though
I mean,
you've told me, but it just got to do it to
yeah,
understand it.
yeah.
Where you've
And
done it for a couple of days now, and I've done it for a couple of seconds.
it's just practice.
Yeah.
I was telling the owner of the little donkey today, because the angle where it was standing at, its mane was like this. And because that mane was hitting off of that tree line, you could actually see the energy field very clearly. And I was like, if you look, you'll be able to see the blue energy field. And she was able to see that, but it was the angle of where it was at. If you're wanting to look at your own energy field, you're basically just like mine right now, holding it up on that brown background right there, that curtain, and you're just kind of looking at it. But you're not staring until you're cross-eyed. You're not doing it like that. You're just kind of looking at it, and you're looking like right in here. And then eventually what happens is you begin to see a little line of energy there. And I mean, you have to focus, because people think that you can just do it like that, but you have to focus and get it first. And then once you get it, you start to see that little piece of energy there. And then you just practice doing that every day. Like my energy field right now is good and grounded because I grounded with the Nadina tree, my friend's Nadina tree, before I left the farm. I'm like, let me ground with this tree and clear my energy field, because it was a little icky. But you know, or you just hold your little fingers together and see if you can see the energy, going from this finger to this finger and hitting each other. So there's ways to practice looking at your energy field. And frequencies, people listen to different frequencies for different health reasons, but some frequencies you got to be a little bit careful where you get them from, because you don't know what intentions that person has put in them. So you got to be real careful with that. I saw a little frequency machine on Facebook that people are selling, but I'm just not so sure about it. It's the Schumann resonance frequency
How much
disc.
is it?
It's expensive. It's like over $100.
Might be worth investing in it just to see.
Yeah, because they have Rife machines. It's called Rife, and those put out frequencies for people too. But they're like a couple $1,000s for those. The whole
Hell no.
program. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So
Now, if that was something you did for a living and you actually made money doing it,
oh
that'd
yeah,
that'd be an investment.
yeah,
But if that's not something you do for a living, that's just got more cash and sense.
right, right. And I mean, they do have tuning forks and stuff that people can get. I have a set of 3 tuning forks that I use. One is for it comes in a set of 3. One's a pain one. So, because believe it or not, pain has its own frequency number. So, they have a pain one, they have one for your root chakra, and then there is another one for your heart chakra.
I'd wear that pain one out.
Yeah. And I mean, it's pretty effective because, like I said, pain has its own little frequency. Let me get it because it's right in the next room.
Here she goes, leaving me by myself again. That's when she gets in trouble. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing?
Hey, I wanted to take a sec to say hi. Hope you two are doing well. Can't stay, but you guys are awesome. Thanks, Jeremy. We appreciate you from Beyond the Badge Paranormal. We're talking frequencies. Miss you guys. All right. Thanks for stopping in. This is my little bag that I carried to all the little farms. But anyway, I've got these. I carry them with me because sometimes some of these little horses that I work on need frequency. So these are not only for people, you've seen these.
Yeah.
But anyway, they put off their own little tune. Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
You can put them up to your ear. That's what I do. I'll put them up just to hear the frequency. But this one is for your heart. So you pluck it and then you just hold it and it sends that frequency there. And you could do it a few times. Like sometimes people's heart chakras are off if a lot of people carry too much in that area, because I mean everybody carries stuff on their heart chakra anyway. And
Not if you're a heartless bastard like I am.
yeah, I always do things in threes, so you just let that frequency go there until it stops, and then you do it again. So these are really nice, and they, like I said, they come in a set of 3. So that's for the heart chakra, but you heard that frequency. I got this too. I like this. I saw this on the TikTok channel.
Hell is it?
It's like a little Reiki ring, but it helps to increase the energy when I'm doing Reiki. And oh my God, it worked. I had to take it off that little baby chicken today. Before I could handle that chicken, I had to take it off. It gets really hot. It gets really hot, and when you're doing Reiki, it enhances the energy because it's copper. So I was having a blast with this, and my donkey liked it. So, and you could, because when you rub your hands together, you got to rub them together really good, and you'll feel you can feel your little energy ball. Where your hand stop is where your energy ball stops at. Y'all have that too, but when you put this on, it enhances that. And I thought people were joking around about it. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, let me order it, because I do Reiki on animals all the time and people. So I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and order it. And so I did, and it actually feels really nice when you're doing energy work, intuitive work. It works for Reiki and just regular intuitive work. It gets hot. So really nice. I have another one coming because I figured let's just do 2. So, but let me see. Did I do this one?
Yeah, you did that. You did that one.
All right, that's the root. That's the heart. This one is this one's the pain one. But you probably can barely hear that one.
Yeah, I heard it when you hit it.
Yeah, this one is nice because it's a 128C, but it almost feels like the earth's humming noise. You know how the earth has a low pitch hum? If you've ever heard the earth's frequency, it's one that to me it'll put me to sleep. I just love that sound. But this one's really nice. It's for pain. So wherever you got your little pain at, you just put it there and it just vibrates in and you just hold it there until it stops. Do things in threes. I got a whole set of forks downstairs from my Reiki table. But you can barely hear that one, but if I was to put it up to your ear, you'd be able to hear that. It's a really nice hum. These I keep on hand because they go with me because I never know who needs them. And then they got this one. This is for the root chakra. This is 256C. And that actually goes there because that's where your base chakra is at. So base chakra is your genital area. And so if you're not feeling grounded and you're bing, 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 bing all over the place, that's where you're going to put it at, is on that root chakra to get it to ground itself. So now on horses, you'd put it on the tail end because that's where their root chakra is at. But it has a different higher pitch frequency to it, which you can't hear high pitch. So you can't hear that one, but it's really nice. So frequencies, everything rolls off of frequencies. Any questions, people? Anybody? I only got 2 viewers from what I can see.
And it might be us too.
Yeah, it could be. But I don't think so. Thought we had a couple people.
Well, one of them is me.
No, could be. But everything rolls off of frequency, so just got to be mindful. Be mindful of the thought process that you put out there, and be more grateful. I got to get used to these because you got to get them to sit just right. But they're really cool.
Hey, Carl. Carl's here.
Yeah, see, I can't. You got to put something in the chats because I can't. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I see it. It's just a little delay. But anyway, these are really nice. And like I said, I was watching TikTok and I saw this lady with them on. And I'm like, what is she wearing? And then, I wear copper sometimes. I'm not going to sit over here and tell you I wear it all the time, but I do have a lot of copper jewelry that I do wear. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense to enhance the frequency. And so when I was doing my work today, I noticed a difference in my Reiki. It's called a Reiki palm ring. So very cool. Yeah. I try to make it interesting. We were supposed to have an author on tonight. This lady that wrote a book. We met her at what is it? Cabin Con.
Yeah,
But she wasn't able to make it this evening. So I figured that I'd talk about frequencies because people, they put the bad stuff out there, and that goes for health issues too. With the constant health, if you're constantly putting it out, that's like, an example would be the heart attack group that I'm in. It's just a constant, oh, I don't want to go anywhere because I had my heart attack. I'm afraid to leave the house. If you stay in that, then what do you think is going to happen if you're constantly saying that that's what's going to happen?
Now on that thing you have on your hand, yeah. If you put one on your other hand, would it be like a magnet where try and putting a magnet together, it pushes it apart?
I don't know. I got to get the other one to try. It's supposed to do that. But it's really cool because I can actually, feel the enhanced heat with it. that's why I had to pull it off when I was working on the little chiclet, because my hand got so hot, and it's hot now.
Kentucky Fried Chicklet.
Yeah, my little Kentucky Fried Chiclet. I didn't want to hurt the little chickling, so I took it off so I wouldn't hurt the chickling that I had to do a little bit of Reiki on that little cute little chickling fit in a little teacup. But anyway, the cute little chickling, I felt that it was going to be too much energy on it, and when you pull it off, you can tell that you've pulled it off. They're really neat. So that I will be keeping as a part of my energy work, as far as working on animals. So I'm looking forward to the next time I go down with Joe to see how that's going to work on some of the mounted horses.
That didn't sound quite right.
What do you mean? Go down with Joe to Virginia Beach?
Well, you didn't say it. You just go down on Joe.
I didn't say go down on Joe. I said go down with Joe.
Oh, okay.
Where's your mind at?
Apparently, a different place than yours.
Obviously.
See,
I
that's
mean,
what you got to
you
do.
dropped the SB7 box, two of them, and now
Yeah.
you want to have a guttery mind. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Must be the two new pussies you got in your house.
You better hope Joe's wife's not watching this.
Ah, Susie wouldn't care. My little Susie Q. So, yeah, frequency.
I think it'd be cool, and they might. I don't know. If they had a little booth that you sat in. They're like a sound insulated booth where you'd have whatever frequency you needed. Let's say the heart one or the pain one, or you're sitting there and it just kind of engulfs your whole body.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, like YouTube has frequencies, but you got to be careful with those because you don't know the what other subliminal messages did that person put in with that. You don't know the subliminal messages it's trying to send, and so it's not easy trusting frequencies. So I like my tuning forks, my singing bowls, my crystal. I have a crystal pyramid downstairs that I use, you know, which is really nice. Those are really nice to have. They're expensive though.
Have I seen that?
I had a little one and I broke that within 2 weeks of getting it. I broke it all over. I hate to say it. I went to go work on a client and it broke. And it's glass, but it's a certain type of glass and it just shoots off a frequency. That's too far downstairs for me to get, but I love that thing. They're expensive. They're over $100. Yeah, some people have some serious issues with wrong frequencies. I agree. You know, you just gotta, and frequencies change mood. That's a known fact. Frequencies change mood because I've been reading the scientific data on some of that because I'm doing the oh my god, now I can't think of the name of the frequencies I'm doing, but I'm doing that and they have a whole article about how frequency actually changes it. Yeah, I guess you could pick up a. I don't know if you could pick up an. I guess you could pick up an attachment from a frequency depending on. I know somebody had some type of situation occur when they were on Instagram, and Instagram has those Let me see if I can find it. It would be my luck. Of course, your phone reads your third eye, so let's see if it actually comes up. But it's almost like a, what do you call it? Kaleidoscope, but
Hmm.
it's a live kaleidoscope and it's coming at you and it's supposed to send messages here. And so a lot of people have had some issues with that. And I think somebody did pick up an attachment from that. But it almost kind of looks like that type of background, the hippie type background, but
Hmm.
it's actually coming at you. Yeah, there was a possession case. Yeah.
Tied to frequency?
Yeah. Because you don't know what that person is, you don't know what intentions that person has put in with that.
Could it, on the attachment or possession or whatever, could that be that it was something that was already around and then the frequency kind of ungrounded you, for
Could
lack of a
be.
better term?
Could be.
Like just put a hole in your protection?
Yeah. Because anytime you get upset about stuff, you've got you're putting holes in your little aura every time. Anytime something hits the heart chakra, which a lot of people carry a lot of stuff on their heart chakra, you've got little um, holes in your aura, so you got to seal them. I use selenite sometimes, selenite wands to seal it, or I just sit and when I'm doing Reiki, I've people are often asking me what I'm doing. I'm buffing their aura and getting all their crap out of it. Trying to smooth it back where there's no holes in it. Yeah, I'll have to look up that article, Teresa. I'll have to look up that article. Or it could have just already been there, but it was brought forward. Yeah, that's true. I'll have to look up the article and
Oh, that's Teresa?
yeah,
Oh,
I'll have to
okay.
see.
I didn't know that was Teresa.
You're fired.
Why would I know that was Teresa?
I have no idea. Right. So some sources suggest a possible relationship between certain frequencies and experience that have been described as possession. Once for specific frequency gained attention in this context, infrasound, which refers to sound waves with frequencies below range of a human hearing minus 20 hertz. So they do have some stuff on it. Well, I'm trying not to end my own live show and clicking on my stuff. I know. I'll have to pop me. Guess you're on Carl's phone because your phone's broken. Yes, send it to me when you get a chance. Because I looked it up, but there's just some stuff about it, not a whole. The haunted energies. I don't know, but that sounds like it'd be a really interesting article to read.
6 minutes.
We got 6 whole minutes left. The priest story. Okay, let's see. The priest. Oh, Okay, there's a bunch of these. There's like a bunch of articles about. The one thing I see is Father Cameron, a priest, joins hands with police to investigate a series of mysterious suicide. However, he stumbles upon disturbing facts that have serious consequences. Demon possession. Why am I alone? Did I kick Flowers out the studio? Did I kick you out the studio?
No, I kicked myself out.
Oh, what a show.
Yeah, that one was on me.
Just the
I went
four
to
of us.
went to close one window and I just closed them all.
You're fired.
Hey, I can see the chat now.
Oh. Guess that's when you have to refresh.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, just send it to me when you get a chance. It'd be interesting to look at. I would like to know, changing the entire subject of the whole show, what is up with the 50 kids that are missing in Virginia?
Huh?
Yeah. I would like to know what is going on with the 50 kids that are mostly teenagers from Hopewell, Henrico, Fairfax. They're all coming up missing, and it's a total of 50 so far. All in that area, missing, kidnapped, gone.
Oh, so they're all in one area, not throughout the
It's
entire state.
Fairfax, Henrico, King and Queen, but it's all been in the month of August.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you think they're runaways,
It's
abductions?
all they're thinking it's abductions because let me look. Hold on, I'll get on here and I'll show you. Figures I can't find the right person. I know we got a couple minutes. Still gotta take a shower.
We?
I
Oh,
My God. Oh my God, I can't find who I'm looking for. Anyway, somebody on it's hitting TikTok now, but yeah, there's like 50 teenagers. They're like 12, 13, 16. They're not runaways. They're missing. Hold on, I saved the post this morning because I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. But so far it's 50. They're not runaways. They're just missing.
what's an average number?
What do you mean? As far as age?
No, as far as number of kids missing.
50.
No, at what's the average? Because I know right now it's 50, but is it normally this time of year two?
No, it's. I'm getting it. Here we go. A mass kidnapper in Virginia, 19 kids missing in 10 days. Watch your kids, please. But then somebody put 50. It's now up to 50 kids missing in the state of Virginia.
Hmm.
And then there was, I don't see the pictures, but somebody had posted the pictures of them, of what they look like, how old they were. It's very insane. But they had a whole. My phone is loading very slow. They had an entire like picture display of where the kid where they're from. A couple from one or two from Newport News.
Oh, so it is throughout the state.
Yeah, it's like Newport News, Henrico, Fairfax, um, King and Queen County, but nobody's really saying a whole lot about it. But it's been circulating everywhere. And they're like 12, 13, yeah. 12. I went to go post it on my Facebook this morning and I had to delete it because it only put my words and it didn't share the whole post of all the kids because there was pictures of those kids. So I just, you just have to wonder what's going on with that. Are they using them for sex trafficking or are they using them for human parts? Just a thought. So
All
anyway,
right.
yes, y'all, it is 9:01. I've had a long day. I know Flowers has had a long day. Next week, I'll be airing Vibe Time with Geri from Flowers' house because I'll be at my mother's for the night, couple nights. So I will be Flowers is 5 minutes from my mom. So instead of me dragging my laptop all over the place, I'm going to be doing the show from Flowers' house with John Stevens. Do I have that right? Am I doing that? Yeah, from Flowers' house, and then I'll head on back to my mama's because they're like literally 5 minutes away from each other.
Yep.
So it will be interesting with John Stevens.
I'm her favorite kid.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Till she knows me.
Yes, thanks for coming on the show. Well, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I hope it was a good show. It's like ratings are a little, but a lot of people are out still doing their summer thing too. So get ready to start school and different things like that. But next week we'll have John Stevens on. And then, of course, at the very end of the month, we have our psychic roundtable. So we got that coming up too. And
Still trying to get Teresa to come on.
Yeah, I know. She just don't love us.
Yeah.
She just don't love us anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'll have to figure all that out. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.